Hello, Collective. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. The time currently is 4:24 p.m. PST time zone, February 24th, 2025. Let's check right in for the Collective. See what storyline Spirit would like to share with us. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy. Oh. Endings. We've got endings here. Transformation, metamorphosis, something ending, something beginning. Let's check it out. In the central energy, please, Spirit. In the central energy. What do we have for the collective, please? Do it. You can do it. Ooh. Judgment. There's a reckoning happening. Oh, the wind. I hear my garbage things skidding around on the driveway. Nature. Ooh, in the challenge position, please, Spirit. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. So it's somebody's repetitive tasks. So there's a challenge regarding repetitive tasks that folks were trying to do for manifestation, business, the ego. So, okay. In the subconscious, please, Spirit. Magician. Power. Judgment's being called on the warlocks, the wizards, the witches, perhaps, for the repetitive tasks that they were doing. We'll get some more clarification. In the recent past, please, Spirit. We got the moon in the reverse, in the upright. So somebody may be having premonitions. They could have been trying to hide something. Somebody may be having anxiety regarding what's going on here. They were working in the dark. Casting illusions. Perhaps within the minds of the people. Dreams. The subconscious. So they were tweaking the subconscious of the people, perhaps. Intentions, expectations, please, Spirit. Well, so the intention was perhaps or the expectation is, they didn't want you to complete your cycle. They were trying to make it so that you didn't graduate out of this school. They didn't want you to have a completion. It could also be that they're in fear, that they're having premonitions, that they were not able to complete their mission. We'll get more clarification as we go along. You know, they wanted that for you, but it seems like maybe it's happening for them. Judgment is being called. Your intentions will be your gift, is what the divine said. So in the near future, please, Spirit. We've got the Page of Cups here. We'll get clarification. The lens is being looked through right now, please, Spirit, with that truth. So you've got the Ace of Swords here. So there's truth, there's clarity. There could be a surgery. Something's getting cut out, left behind. There is a separation. If thine right hand offend thee, cut it off. If thy eye offend thee, pluck it out. In the environment, please, Spirit. We've got the King of Pentacles. So we'll just get some more clarification about these players as we go. Hopes and fears, please, Spirit. Well, man, they're afraid of your new beginning here. You've got a new beginning, and they're having anxiety about it. You're going to have, and I keep hearing occasionally them talking about your coming life of luxury. They were fighting you for it. They're really upset about it. They weren't able to complete what they were trying to do with this illusion casting. What's the outcome, Spirit, please? They don't get no love. They don't get no love. The Queen of Cups is pouring into herself. She's getting all the love. She's getting self-care. She's getting self-love. She's focused on her inner feelings. These ones are real insecure because they're not part of this future with her. They're not part of this future with her because of what they did in the past. What they celebrated doing in the past, causing her heavy burdens, the divine feminine heavy burdens. And so now, and she persevered. She persevered by pouring her love and her care into herself because the whole world was doing this to her. So she's like, hey, man. And you know what she did? She got herself a 9 of freaking Pentacles. The fruits of her labor. She's going to get luxury. She's going to have all kinds of choices of things to do in this new cycle because she's got public recognition and victory over this malarkey. Somebody was greedy and they were trying to trick. They were playing trickery, really being cruel and vicious. And the Most High God is here turning that wheel for everybody. Everybody's going to get what they deserve. And it just is what it is. You know? The King of Wands, it could be very well that he could be suffering a painful ending. Causing somebody to suffer a painful ending. It's going to happen real quick. It's going to happen real quick. It could be that the youngers have been renewed and rejuvenated. Perhaps the youngers, you know, with their thought processes and such. Perhaps they've been freed from this illusion. They're ready for love. I don't know. We're going to get some more clarification here. I'm ready for love. Oh, baby, I'm ready for love. I got a whole bunch of songs in me this afternoon. But judgment is being called on the magician. So it could be, warlock, wizard, witch, siren, whatever, whoever's been trying to work very steadily to cause you an ending or, make you lose out on your future, divine feminine. So let's see what's going on. We got judgment here. That came out. They got judgment because you didn't move on. You didn't quit. You did not give up. So therefore, judgment is being called on the repetitive tasks that these magicians were doing, perhaps to try to put you in a state of fear so that you would not complete your cycle. But it looked like it backfired on them. They're getting judgment because you did not quit. You did not perish. You're still here shining brightly. You lived. You lived. Look, this person could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something may be happening very quickly. Excuse me. The magician is here manifesting something and they're under judgment. They did it repetitively over and over and over again. They were doing magic tricks on people with sexual relations. Harvesting the energy out of their sexual partners and doing magic. On them, on others, wearing their energetic signature. They took having the permission to have sexual relations as permission to utilize your energy to do whatever it was they needed to do with this magic. Or it could just be that this wizard and warlock and whatever, that they had a lot of sexual events to gather the energy to try to put everybody in fear. Like this, everybody's been in fight or flight for a long freaking time. Magic isn't any joke. Especially. So we've got the moon here. So there's illusion. We've got fear and anxiety, premonitions. Somebody's using caution. Or you're using caution. Something. Expectations is the world reversed. So they intended for you to not complete this cycle, but it may very well be happening to them. Let's get some more clarification. Oh, divorce in the reverse. So so there's an incompletion of this illusion because they could not separate you from your life, from your body, from your vessel, from your temple, your amazing light-bearing soul, spirit, essence. They could not separate you from your temple, so they were not able to complete it. So now we got a page here, looking for love. Okay, and we already know what happens here, right? You didn't quit. They could not separate you from your temple and then take it over or whatever and pretend that they were that, with all that comes with that. No matter how, look, we got liar in the reverse. So it could be that the youngers are coming in and they're this new chapter, they're going to be very, very sincere. And I heard a younger the other night in the midnight hour or whatever, he and there were more, and they said we're going to be your best friends. So it's like in this new chapter there's younger masculines that are they're not going to be doing this. Like there's a whole, like it's going to be truthful, honest, transparent. You're not going to have to be cautious. They're not going to stick one in you. It's going to be the truth. Manifest. manifest in the reverse. So, we could have a new conflict. There could be some kind of a breakthrough. Somebody wasn't able to manifest. They can no longer manifest off of you. The truth is out about what they were doing with this intimate energy, and they're not able to do it anymore. That's the end of manifesting stuff. It's like you will get what you deserve, and that's it. That's what it says to me. The truth is, there's no more manifesting off of other people's pain and suffering, or off of this intimate, frivolity, unfaithful, just whammy. Hey, let me have some of that good energy, Got the King of Pentacles here. Pets. Pets. They might be getting a new pet, giving a pet current love. Maybe he sees you as a pet. Maybe he has a pet business. Maybe he takes care of pets. But in the hope and fear, we've got new beginnings here. So there's a opportunity. It's like the divine feminine is having this new beginning, and it's like they're having a trauma and despair over that. It's like the King of Pentacles, or whoever these ones who have been commanding the abundance of their relationships. It's like they saw the divine feminine as a pet, as an animal, low compared to themselves. And she's got a new beginning now. It's like she's pouring her love into herself. It's self-care, self-love. She's like, you cannot have this anymore. No, absolutely not. See, somebody wants date night. They want you to open your heart, but you let them go because you're using your intuition. You know that this person wants to get with you because they're a gold digger. And so, the divine says, be patient. The new cycle is about to begin, and people are going to be moving out of here at a distance. Like the addicts are going back somewhere. They're being relocated, these ones. So give it some time. Give it some time before you go thinking about, relations and such, because you're going to be going somewhere. Those who have the light inside of them, the fire of the sun, they're going to be traveling soon. Now, this tells me that there's going to be that, bifurcation, trifurcation of timelines or whatever. I've been waiting so patiently. And it's like the closer we get, the less patience I have, and I'm really trying. Sing a song. So judgment is being called because you did not move out. You did not move. You did not move on. You stayed in your vessel, harmonized, balanced, regardless of what these ones were throwing at you with all of this energy, like dirtying you, filthying your energy with all of this orgy magic and stuff. They still couldn't get you. Their mission was incomplete because they could not divorce you out of your destiny, your temple. So you remained in control of your light body and all of that. They couldn't take it over. They're under judgment because of that. Because you stayed, you refused to give up. Gift. You're a gift. Somebody's trying to give you a gift. You're receiving a gift. You are the gift. They were working very diligently with repetitive tasks. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, they were collaborating with others to trick you, but they weren't able to. They were collaborating with others with this intimate magic crap, trying to trick you, but they were not able to. So they must have had a whole big old gang of collaborators, Didn't work out. Did not work out. I guess I guess effing people over and under in every other way doesn't really pay. So we've got plans and health. Oh. Can we please get together soon? I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. It's like something may have been shared among the group here that affects their health. They're having to make plans. Something happened. They want to talk about it, help each other through it. They got some bad news. They're in fear, using caution. Something's happened. It was all an illusion. They didn't take sage advice. They didn't follow the sage advice. They went off, and you're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye. Those who have the light of the sun in them are about ready to take off, or be shifted somehow. So there is the world in the reverse. They were not able to complete their mission that they had going on with this orgy magic and energy harvest, the sexual energy harvesting and such, because they were not able to divorce you out of your temple, out of your body, out of your life. They couldn't take over your character, your persona. Whoa. And that's great news. That's excellent news. They couldn't divorce you out of your destiny. And now, see, you're very positive. Your intentions are very pure. They just couldn't kick you out because they were hitting you with this nasty energy. But you're like this purity, right? You probably don't have sex. So this nastiness couldn't stick to you. And perhaps because your energy is so pure, you were able to alchemize it fairly quickly. Or at least, do your process when it comes to, your spiritual baths and your cleansing and all of that. So in the near future, we've got Page of Cups, this new love, this new sensitive love coming forward. It looks like this isn't a liar. There could be some youngers coming forward with new love offers that you're going to be able to trust. People might be talking about it in the grapevine. There might be some. We've got the Ace of Swords is out here, so there's truth and clarity. It could be that you were able to, because your energy was so pure and so big, that you were able to stop these ones from manifesting because you knew the truth of it. See, and half of the battle is being aware, right? Knowing what's happening when it hits you so that you can then go through the motions and do your processes. We got a King of Pentacles here. It looks like he's something about a pet. I'm sorry. They might be sorry for what they did to your pet. They might be sorry for looking at you as though you were nothing more than a worthless pet. Queen of Cups in the reverse, she turned inward. She put her love and her care into herself because these ones were being so nasty with her. The Divine Feminine. Freaking vile. And they're in a freaking Nine of Swords energy. They're having a nightmare because she's getting a new beginning. They're having a nightmare. They're in despair because you have been welcomed into the future. They were not able to divorce you out of your destiny. You are in a safe space. Queen of Cups in the reverse. So these ones have been cut out of her love. And the Divine said, never give it back. You'll never give it back. It's like these ones will never experience your love again for what they did, for the vile things that they did to putrefy your pure energy. Some of you may have been celibate for over a decade or more, because of this, because you found out what was going on here. You're not giving anybody any favors. You're not assisting them with anything. It's like, the Most High said, you have lost favor with the mother, and it's true. the divine mother that's in all of the divine feminines. It's like, I think she's had her fill, because this is what, there's a distinct difference between them and you. And that's bad news. Bad news. You're not helping them anymore. They think you're a nuisance, and they feel obligated to associate with you because they need your support, and they want to get revenge on you. They're very, very hostile right now. They may be thinking about, they feel like people are laughing at them. People are laughing at them and the chaos that they brought to you, to a truthful, transparent person, and how entertaining they thought it was, because they were greedy and they wanted your job so that they could manipulate others' perception of you. They wanted to put one of these little orgy hoe bags in your vessel, and then take over your position and your destiny, so that they could manipulate the heavenlies' idea about you. Sickening. You're uninterested in them. They're like, hey, I've got something I'm dying to share with you. And it's like, you know what? I'm really not interested right now. Because you know that this tribe is liars. They're all lying. They're just liars. There's nothing they say. And these ones they're curious about love. They want love. They want to grow. But there is a saboteur here who wants to come back in. Maybe they have a growth inside of them. They want to come back in and travel toward you and reconnect with you somehow. They don't know what to do. They need a loan. They need assistance. And you're saying goodbye. Because you know what? They did not appreciate your perspective of reality. And earlier today, I heard that they excommunicated you. So this could have been, many lifetimes ago. They threw you away like you were trash. And then punished you and drained you, with this magic crap. And now they need a safe space. They need a safe space. They got to get something off their chest. They want to apologize. There could be an attachment onto them. They're desperate. The envious ones, they're yelling. They're mad. They want you to feel bad. They want to come forward and take part in your future. They're pretending as though they're friendly, but it's an imposter. So they're very, very negative. I'd be avoiding them. Man, let it play out. Let the divine, guide you. And, it's interesting about life. There's a lot of people out there that I've known over the years, and I'm fairly old, who really are very much big into manifesting and stuff, And I used to always say, the Most High knows what I need better than I. And some of these experiences that we have, even though they're so very difficult, there are seeds of grace, seeds of internal resilience and power that can only be birthed, when pressure is applied. And then it's up to us to learn how to transmute our own uncomfortableness. And it's very difficult. It requires work. And a lot of folks out there today, they don't want to get a job, much less working on their internal self. So, collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. So judgment is being called because you did not move on. You did not go away. They were not able to divorce you out of your destiny. They could not steal your temple, your vessel. They were not able to rip your spirit out and destroy your soul. Through all of the trauma that you went through, you refused to let go of your soul. You may have been goaded, by the invisible to just give up, to just join in, and you didn't. You just didn't. It's amazing what stubborn will does. I mean, a lot of folks don't have skillful will when it comes to dealing with this kind of crap. I mean, I didn't have any idea that the whole governing system of the world were warlocks and witches. I didn't know that until the last 22 years. And Agent Smiths. I mean, I've seen some of them, in the astral, like when I've been meeting with people, and it's like, and when they move their head down, you can see the face shift, and you know who's actually in there spying on you. There's people who out there who do that. So anyway, you did not move on. You are a gift, or maybe you're going to get a gift, and there's no holding back. Like it's not going to be held back from you. Judgment is that you survived all of this crap. All of this vile energy that these entities were putting on you. Their trick didn't work. You can't F your way to the top, apparently, in God's world, in the Most High Creator's world, in He who embodies the Son's world. And they've got habitual patterns, that they will never change. They've been doing it. This is all they know, and it's what they do, And so... They're making plans. There's something going on with their health. They got to take care of their health. They got to get together soon. Forgiveness. They want forgiveness. There's something going on with their health. They really F themselves up trying to F you over. They did not follow the sage advice. The golden rule to these ones was a golden joke. It's terrible. They may be having premonitions. They could be having dreams. They're using caution. They need to use caution. Or you used caution with your heart. Values. They didn't get the money. Their values didn't match yours. See, that's the thing, is there's somebody who came into the astral. They were talking, and they said, I don't like your perspective of reality. Okay, what? You don't want gangbangers, and you don't want to drive yourself into some freaking pleasure scene on this money thing, I mean, whatever. They were all about effing everything up, siphoning the wealth out of their intimate partners and then betraying them. But they were not able to divorce you out of your destiny. They could not do it. It's incomplete. The reflection, the great news is, it's great news. Your intentions are pure, and you only want to improve the lives of others. That's all you've ever wanted. And they tried to paint you as though you were something else, these dim reflections. And they're really gaining clarity about who you are. It's like, and now you just don't care. It's amazing, you can try and try and try and try and try to love people. And, they come in and say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then they, and, or they do one of these third party things, they made mistakes. Everybody's talking about it. They can't lie about it. They sabotage themselves. The truth out here, and they're not able to manifest. It's like the universe isn't giving them what they want anymore. It's like this has been shut down. What was that I heard earlier? Yeah. No more manifestation. There's no more harvesting this sexual energy and manifesting stuff off of it. I think that's over. The divine feminine isn't going to be used like that, and neither will the divine masculine. Because they're love. They are love. They love themselves. They're balanced and harmonized within themselves. They take care of themselves. They take care of their health. They take care of their environment. And they don't need any of these others to come around and tell them how to do that. They know what to do because they're surviving this abuse. They could not manifest anything off of you because you love yourself too much. And now they don't know what to do. Now they don't know what to do. Unworthy. They're seen as unworthy. Because you are an inseparable love, right? You are involved in an inseparable love. You love people. No matter how near, how far they are, you love people. They could not separate you from love. They could not destroy the love in you. And when they tried, you poured it into yourself. It's like, okay, I got billions of people out here, bombs going off, RAP going off, children crying in the head going off, all this stuff going on. And it's like you just said, oh, you had to balance, you had to find inner harmony. And you know what? That's so freaking difficult. A lot of folks are going to be finding out just how difficult it was, these things that they've been placing upon the divine feminine and those who were trying to protect her, So there's a King of Pentacles here. Something about a pet. He's sorry. He saw you as a pet. They just saw you, your money. You were just nothing more than a dog, But you are actually irreplaceable. And they know that now. And it's too late. Because you got a new beginning. You're like, okay. And it's like, well, what are you going to do? The divine asked me that some time ago. I'm like, I will see you destroyed. And they're like, well, what are you going to do to destroy them? And I'm like, well, I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to disappear. And I guess that was the right answer. So, they're afraid because you got this new beginning, divine feminine, and they're having anxiety and nightmares about it because you were welcomed into this new chapter, divine love, and you're in a safe space. They're feeling broken and shattered by this. You were welcomed into the kingdom that everybody was fighting you for. And, you're representing yourself as yourself. They can't come in and gaslight anybody, manipulate their mind or their idea about the divine feminine. You're actually free to speak from your heart and your soul connection with the divine. You don't have to follow, somebody else's ideas about what that should be because of fear, because of getting punished. I think those days are over. You hear a lot of talk, about how they're gonna KID nap somebody and they're gonna do all this stuff, and they very well may. They have before, but that's not gonna stop me from speaking. I mean, the one who I know is the Most High gifted me my life, and I'm alive for a reason, and I think this is it. To share my story, to speak loudly and boldly about what has been going on here. I survived. Like a lot of you. I did not leave. I did not give up my soul. I refused to give up my identity, the love that was within me, just like all of you. Look, you're not going to give them a big favor. You're not going to assist them with anything. They were unsatisfied with what you were giving them. And now you're not giving them anything. You're just not. The good Lord said, never give it back. You will never give it back. They'll never give it back. They're guilty of some really bad stuff. And it's too late for them to take any action because the truth is out and they're going to get reciprocity. Everybody gets their intentions. Your intentions are your gift. And now they don't think it's very funny. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed out because you are reunited. You light-bearing beings, the Christed family, those who carry the fire, the essence of the sun within them, the rainbow chakras and all of that divine light within you. They're stressed out. They were because they remember how badly they tried to destroy you, and how they sullied you and defiled you and degraded you, but they actually were doing it to themselves, but they were mirroring onto you and, laying that energy onto you as you slept and stuff. I'm hoping that they could take your place, but you're here. You're here. With the Fool and you're welcomed into that safe space there. There's nothing they can do about it. They're going to try, and they're going to be all nasty, and they're going to say a lot of stuff, you know, and they may even come in and try to rip your wool. But you know what? The Most High sees everything. And I heard them talking about like you're gonna forget who you are. It's like they're thinking about one of their strategies might be to like mind wipe somebody, but to leave like a chip in there that can be activated at some point. So beware that somebody who comes in and they're genuinely friendly, they might be a chipped person. So just just be cautious, you know, for the next few months, because there's still some stuff going on. You know, they don't want to run anymore, or they're starting to run away. They're feeling your absence and the damage that they caused to your heart, to the heart of the Divine Mother, to the heart of the Mother of Souls in all of her aspects. Look at this guy, you know, and I have no idea why she would turn like that. I just don't understand it. How they wanted to just rip the love out of your heart, you know, and they're in regret because you don't appreciate what they did with their soul contract. There's an understanding of what they did with it, and the Divine also said those who can delay others from doing things can delay their inheritance. They miss their opportunity for playing in the shadows, and they're getting detached. They could very well go into that place where they spent so much time. You know, they had hoped for your kingdom spouse. They wanted to replace you, but they did it with dishonesty, and they were not responsible with families, and now they want to escape because everybody sees, man. Everybody can see it. It was all about a life of luxury. They're really upset because apparently you're going to have a life of luxury. You know, the energy is yours. It's not theirs. They need the essence in order to manifest anything, and they're not able to because you pouring your love into yourself. You probably stopped having relations with people because it's like, ew, now why would I do that? It's like, you know, if you're old especially, you know, and you tried it a few times, it's like, you know, I think I'm just going to love myself, you know, because you can do it better. Have that intimate union with yourself, and, you know, and then energetically kind of feel your way into the divine, I guess. So that's another thing that I've noticed, you know. It seems to be that there are wizards and magicians out there who use the sacral and the root chakra energy, you know, orgasms for power. And then it's very, very powerful energy. But on the polar opposite of that are the people who don't sleep around, and they may have been celibate for many years, and their energy is clear and clean and pure because maybe they fast on a regular basis, or drink a lot of water, or take care of their electrical system like they ought to, and their energy, you know, their mental body and all of that. So their energy is settled, balanced, and pure, whereas this is kind of icky, you know. It's powerful and potent for certain, but it's a lower vibrational energy. I think that's why, you know, some of you out there on your own, you know, you had many people coming after you because of this collective that was doing this stuff, you know, and targeting the stars and the suns. We've got curiosity in the reverse. So nobody's curious anymore about getting into your space. Your gifts aren't being held back. You did not quit. You're coming into your gifts. See, that's what they wanted. They wanted to take over your vessel and then enter into this new chapter as you, and then receive your gifts from the divine as well as your kingdom spouse, most likely. But you're not holding back. That's not being held back from you, and nobody can come and get curious in your environment now. You're in a safe space here. You've got a safe space provided for you by the divine. These ones were doing repetitive tasks. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they could have been using the element of air somehow. They were collaborating to trick you and to trick the Most High, or to trick the divine into believing that they were you. They wanted to walk into the stars and the sun's vessels and then be them, and then, destroy their reputation by being, what they are as you. That's what happened last cycle. It's a habitual pattern. But they weren't able to trick you this time. They weren't able to trick the divine. Abundance. They wanted to steal your abundance. It's a habitual pattern, stealing people's abundance. That's their job. That's their job. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all, flash and whatever, big bang, woo, party. And then, it's bread and circus, right? It's like everybody's occupied with the game. And so they're not paying attention to what's going on here. They're too busy fighting about who's the best player. And those players don't have anything to do with anything other than to distract you, them, whoever. And it's an energy harvesting scheme. Protection. Oh, so the magician with the intimate magic, whatever, they're making plans to get together soon. There's something going on with their health. They want forgiveness. They don't have any protection. You did not quit. And whoever is here offering you a safe space is like, yeah. And what's wonderful is you don't have to do anything other than, speak the truth, be the truth, and be love. That's it. Very simple. That's the golden rule, man. And nobody thought that was serious. They really liked this lower vibrational stuff better. And, that's, the divine also said months ago, when I was still being bombarded with these attacks, that everybody needed to be tested. The people needed to be tested. So, they were, and they could not steal your sacred space. They could not invade your sacred space. They could not take it over. Nope. They did not get your money. Their values were all about money, and they did not steal your sacred space. The divine sees you as you are. And the most wonderful thing about it is that these ones who are trying to be you, they're actors or actresses. And so they know how to play a role, but they don't know, these little supernova explosions that go off in you all the time, that you have to then gather that energy and then bring it back and harmonize it, right? So it's like all this, it's constant work, and it's good, it's bad, and it's ugly sometimes, but you're authentic and you're transparent and you don't hide anything from the divine. But you're very well balanced and stable because you've been through this severe attack, of great magnitude for a long time. And you didn't give up. Everything is seen. Everything was seen. They were not able to complete it. They could not cut you out from the divine network that's here supporting you and offering you protection. It's great news. Your intentions are pure, and you only want to improve other people's lives. And these ones are seen to be a reflection of you, or trying to be a reflection of you. Look at this bird. It's like small potatoes or something. It's like they're looking at this person here, this dim person here. Spider energy. It could be, that it's a different species that perhaps is inhabiting a human suit, or maybe these different species walk into a human suit and then kind of take it over and program it however it wants. A lot of people, I think, get trapped in their own vessel by certain entities. Don't quote me, but it's a thing that I yeah, it's a thing, I think. So we've got the Page of Cups here. Oh, we got communication in the reverse. New love. So they're not able to lie, or yeah, they're not able to lie. They can't hide their lies. You're not communicating with them. They're not able to communicate to lie. You're not even giving them the time of day. It's like, look, I'm not even going to speak with you because I know what you are or what you've done here. They made mistakes. People are talking about it. Yeah. You're just not, nobody seems to be doing lust anymore, And I think that this new chapter is going to be divinely guided, or there's going to be some new ways of thinking regarding these partnerships. Or perhaps, everybody's already come into alignment with the one they're going to be with. So, yeah, you're taken off. They don't know what to do because you're taken off. So you know the truth. The truth will set you free, right? They're unable to manifest off of you anymore because you pour your love into yourself and your care into yourself. They're not able to harvest your energy. And because you're pouring your love and care into yourself and you're probably celibate, your energy is very pure. So whatever they're trying to manifest in you, it's not able to stick because you take a lot of good care of yourself. They don't know what to do because you have risen like the phoenix. You're up there above them and they're not able to reach you. You're gone. You're gone. King of Pentacles, an abundant, wealthy guy, I'm sorry that I saw you as a pet. Now I see that you are irreplaceable. And it's like, well, that's just too darn bad. I mean, how many cycles do we have to go through abuse? And, and that is, and I think the divine is so absolutely wonderful because it gives you the opportunity to just have absolutely enough, right? There's no going back. When you reach a certain stage, there is no going back. Irreplaceable. So this is a ghost. They have no life without you. Or maybe you're seeing them as a ghost, just some part of the past that no longer exists for you. Maybe you've become a ghost for this person because you've got the Fool beginning here. You're out of there, and the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. She's pouring her love and her care into self. And they're disconnected from it. They don't get it. They're having a nightmare because you were welcomed into the kingdom and you are in a safe space. They're feeling broken and shattered. They identity stole you last cycle and they tried to do it again this cycle and they failed. And everything is out now. They see everything. The divine sees everything. And they'll never get your love back. Never. Look, self-interest in the reverse. They're feeling broken and shattered because they didn't get what they wanted. They wanted to eat you up. They wanted to gobble you. They wanted to eat you up, put you in the shadow, and then get into your vessel and pretend that they were you. It didn't happen that way. What they wanted did not happen. Because you poured your love into yourself and you got your bling on, your shine. You got your lamp lit. You got your lamp lit. And you were bold and loud about it. How are you going to find your people if you don't get bold and loud about, what your soul song is? Hey, tribe, where are you? I mean, you certainly aren't going to find them if you're not exposing yourself. And I'll tell you, that's one of the toughest things too, because when you are authentic and transparent and you expose yourself in the most vulnerable way, oh man, people will come from everywhere to stick you, to hurt you, to use it against you. And in the beginning, it's so challenging to overcome the heartbreak of that, But after a time, you start, it's not that you grow thick skin, it's just that you get better at transmuting the pain of it. And it becomes quicker and quicker. It's like, damn, that hurt. And then you just kind of transmute the pain of it. But you remain heart open. And that's the thing. It's intentional, it's painful, it hurts, but it's the only way to find your people. It's the only way to find your people. These ones who were unsatisfied, they didn't like the way things were going, they're at risk. They're at risk because you're no longer helping them. They're not covered by your love. They've lost favor with the mother, the divine feminine, the one who brings souls into the world. They're being released. You have released them. You have released them. They took your seeds, your ideas, and but anyway, what they got going on, see, they're the mimicry now. They're trying to still steal your seeds, but whatever they're saying, trying to, the curses, they want to replace you, they want to mimic you, they want to pretend that they are you, but that's not going to work anymore. It's coming right off of you. That magic, that illusionary magic, it won't stick to you anymore. The divine is here. You're protected by the Most High. Yeah. These ones are anticipating what? An empty... Or maybe you're anticipating a crowd. No. These ones are anticipating an empty crowd. Like there's nobody there to listen. It could be that they have to stay far away from your territory. Like, and I heard the divine say, this land is private. Like they cannot get onto the land. If they do, there's no second chances. The law is the law, the rules are the rules, there's no trespassing, and that's just the way it is. Because these ones who were trying to dominate you, or maybe they're being dominated now. They're in upheaval because the domination tactics that they were using against you are now being used against them. The distractions of the night. Like they could be going, many years went by where I was waking up every hour and a half. It was terrible. It was terrible. Terribly challenging. What was happening in the night for so many years. And it could be that they're going to be experiencing that now because you are balanced. You brought yourself into balance through all of that. You said you just somehow alchemized, harmonized. You had to learn probably. What are you going to do? You're going to go insane, or you're going to learn how to transmute. You're going to go insane, or are you going to learn how to master, the light body and the spirit within you? There really isn't any choice. You can either perish or you can rise. So they're in fear. They're in fear because everybody knows what their upside down perspective is. See, they didn't like your perspective. They didn't want to be honest, honorable, respectful, loving, faithful. They're being warned. There's wrath here. It's like if they try to come in for your abundance, they will receive wrath. There's no the land is private. They're going to be displaced because they tried to fight with you for your destiny, and you've got your freedom because they have been exposed. They have been exposed trying to steal your destined pathway. So you did a good job. You did a good job because now everything that they did, all of the negative influences crossing the half court line, back and forth, light, dark, it's all seen. It's all seen what they were doing. And they're in grief. They're in grief because there's a commitment. This anomaly was committed to growth, to personal growth, to being better than they were the day before, to being more than they were the day before, to rise, rather than fall into a pit of pity and anger and blame, right? Or shame even. Sometimes we have to let go of those perceived truths that others try to lay on us, especially when it comes in the form of these false telepathic messaging. that runs negative self-talk through the mind. And a lot of people, when they don't know about this kind of stuff, they claim it as their own, and then they get agitated, and then their emotional and their emotions and all of their electrics wrap this thing up, this thought form, and then it becomes powerful. And so then it manifests more and more and more of it. And the only way that you can stop that is to just not react. You can't wrap it up with the magnetics of your being. That's claiming it and then growing it, and growing a bad seed, a weed seed that is planted by, these ones. They're being released because they were planting seeds, weed seeds, in people's minds and driving them into traumatic ends. But now it can't stick to you anymore. It can't get in. It can't get in. We're at an hour. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one where it is. I hope that this brings clarity to something you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.